Y'all thought these were the real perpetrators? Because of this. They're gone. They died. They died in a horrible fire. Because of them getting sacrificed. Remember this card? Remember how we talked about this card and this card? These two things still make the deck have some sort of combos, and we danced around the issue. We really did. This was okay. People thought this was the issue. This. See this? This is the problem. But it's okay, because now we can summon this and go into this, because we only need one of each of these to make it happen. And you know what we have? Terraforming double summon. Yeah, stupid combos. Stupid Yugioh. This is what. And we end on this guy with, where's the stupidly good card? With My Last Resort. Yep, this is still going to be a thing. Seeing the combos, I cry every time. A slight metagame changes inbound, but it's okay, because Spyrals are still kind of a thing. Cut my life into pieces. This is my last resort. Alright, let's get on to the metagame discussion, shall we? Because rickety wrecked. Double Helix is on the clock. Yeah, they're like $20 now. Well, that didn't last long, so this is take 2 on the metagame discussion. What a shocking surprise, where the previous one that you won't see was talking about how Spyrals are going to be the most dominant deck for the month of November. Hee ban list. So this is metagame discussion, part 2, the correct edition, starring y'all boy Evenly Matched. So this entire metagame discussion is going to be using Evenly Matched as a compulsive aggressive tool to tell you why what you're going to be playing for the next X months until January. I don't know why we're going to get a list in January. You're going to actually just hate playing this format because of this card right here, Evenly Matched. Haha. So Blue Shirt Squad. It's time for my metagame discussion. Everyone else probably already made theirs. John, Simo. You don't care about them because you're here for my opinione. So, Campione was a good show, by the way. It's besides the point. So, Magical Girl Robbie would be here right now to tell you that he saved the universe, but he's off fighting the menace that was known as Spiral. So, like I said, Evenly Matched is chilling over here. Ugh. I've said this a lot of times now, that if we went back to the previous format, that things are going to infinitely suck because of Evenly Matched. Sure. There are plenty of ways to play around it. Don't overcommit to the board. Hope one hand, shit in the other. I'm ecstatic that they fixed the format issue. I'm very glad that things are much better than they were. But the pure existence of Evenly Matched in a format where literally everything is combo dependent, it really sucks. Now, set rotation doesn't exist anymore. Haha, good call. They fixed that shit right up, and I'm happy that they did take care of that. Taking out the field spell mechanic. Now, if you're going to play set rotation, you're going to have to be playing or inherently bad cards already main decked, and you're only getting one set rotation. The TCG acknowledged the fact that terraforming wasn't much of an issue, which, I mean, sure, the field spell mechanic it's powerful, but the real issue right now is anyone, if you're playing combo deck, you're gonna just lose to this guy. Like, I mean, we can never have a truly great format, but I mean, it's good that Evenly Matched exists because we have an essential blowout card now, and if you're not going for the OTK, then the card really doesn't do anything. And I mean, it gives the decks time to recover, but I mean, how well do they get time to recover? No matter what you're playing, it's a threat. So that's enough sucking off to Evenly Matched. First thing we need to have a discussion about is Spiral. As of me making this video, there is the double summon Spiral Resort combo that's floating around that will end you on pretty much generically your same board uninterrupted, as we've seen in the past. Now, how consistent and how well thought out the deck will be, there's also a few people testing the Spiral Draco formula. Now, with Spiral Master Plan and our good friend Double Helix still existing, there are still a lot of combos and a lot of things that can be done with the deck. Now, I'm only mentioning this because Robbie let it die already. I have personally come to terms with what's going on. Educating you on, if you're going to an event sometime in the near future and you play against Spyrals and you think you're going to get an easy win and you just get comboed out of left field and you stare at them like, what the fuck just happened? Quick Fix and Droner at 1. Don't be surprised that some cheeky shit can happen, because as we've learned our lesson with essential combo decks, they did hit two of the most powerful pieces. Hitting Drone really did hurt. Oh god, so much. I mean, Quick Fix was icing on the cake, but with Drone being removed from the picture, the combos and the things that the deck can still do are pretty horrifying. But don't be completely disappointed in thinking that the deck doesn't exist and that the deck can't do anything, because ignorance is a bliss, and ignorance will punish you wholeheartedly. And I can't stress that enough. If you see a Spiral player comboing off on you and you didn't open up a hand trap, how consistent your general results are going to be with the deck, there'll be something left to be told. Come on, you can focus. So there's that. So Spiral coming in at the first pick that people are going to attempt to work with. Our default goes back to Pendulum Magician. This should be no stranger for you guys, considering up until this point Pendulum Magician has had so much going for it. The deck is literally just the epitome of time pendulum grab and win. You know, not letting your opponent have an optimal chance to win the game of Yu-Gi-Oh, general disruption, and things like that. And I mean, like, the mirror isn't total shit. It's one of the things I like about Pendulum Magician. Your combos and your boards aren't super powerful. But Robbie, we need to clean that shit up. No, stop. Pendulum Magician is fine as a deck. The deck is honestly very fragile, and I'm honestly very shocked at how fragile the deck is. It's literally a glass cannon, in a way. Sure, the deck has recovery, but if Spiral is being projected to be as good as people are hoping it's going to be post-destruction, then there would be something left to see. I've seen some predictions coming out for what's going to happen at the YCS in California. People are giving a lot of numbers to post-format Spiral. And obviously Pendulum Magician, any sort of interruption factor. Cool, we get to calm down on hand traps. That's fine by me. But once again, back to the other example from earlier. Evenly matched really hurts Pendulum Magician. Sure, you can time Pendulum Graph, load off one of your guys, trigger it to ensure that you'll be able to have a search function for something, or it will float into something more important so you can continue on with your combo next turn. But opening up 5 while your opponent's going to be in the same situation, I feel that this format will be one of those formats that you'll want to consider going second in, because if you, for some reason, remain decking evenly matched, and I don't know why, you're literally just going to blow your opponent out of the water because of how ridiculously powerful that card is. And Pendulum Magician, Spiral, I mean, Sleeper Last Resort, they're no exception to the rule. The last unknown variable. Magical Musketeers. Boy, let me tell you. So, the OCG got to experience Musketeers in very small amounts when they were out. I think there were 2 weeks worth of results that we could accurately go back to and look at. And I've honestly heard the same thing from a lot of people. The deck's not going to stand up to Pendulum Magician. And that's fine, but I mean, looking at the rest of the field of the metagame, Musketeers literally only have to be able to do their essential combos. I mean, they go first, they combo off. I mean, they end on a pretty good board. Being able to just have infinite spell and trap card negations. I mean, I'm looking at this list, I'm like, stopping evenly matched is pretty good, I heard. Stopping Spyrals, Last Resort's pretty good. Stopping a Time Pendulum Graph from activating on your normal summon's pretty good. I don't know why your opponent will activate Time Pendulum Graph on your normal summon instead of flipping it over as an activated trap card when playing against Musketeers, but there's that. Musketeers have the ability to capitalize on the board resources, and in the right build, I mean, they're not super bricky. And I mean, they literally have everything that they could actually want right now. The deck can capitalize on big boards. I mean, the only big issue that they need to deal with right now is what? Masterpiece, Totally Awesome, and a Dragon Turd. And I mean, like, going first, building a board with plenty of negations. I mean, being able to negate a Union Hanger seems pretty good to me. And I mean, the deck's got plenty of floating. So, I don't know. I think people... I don't think people are giving Magical Musketeers enough credit for what they can do, but will it be enough? That'll be left to be seen. I like the fact that Spyrals and Magical Musketeers, as I'm making this video, are two unknown variables. Granted, one just died, one's getting everything it could possibly hope for. But Magical Musketeers, they're the new child in the room, and they have their chance to go off, which will be good. Un momento, por favor. Number 4. ABC is easy as 1, 2, 3. Destrudo's rare. Set rotation just got nerfed. Ancient Fairy Dragon's still a good card. I mean, what is it? You Ancient Fairy, you're Destrudo away off the Dragon Ravine. I mean, you can't lock your opponent's extra deck anymore, so you play Dragon Ravine, triple terraforming. I don't think you play Metaverse, because Metaverse is kind of just trash in my opinion. People think it's going to be good, so I mean, let them do them. But with ABC's ability to make Dragon Buster and just decode Dragon Buster, might not be the best board, but the fact that the Dragon Buster can split out to get through back to the next turn and reproduce something as a stun engine, I think the deck is a phenomenal choice. Once again, see Substep 1 evenly matched clause that says I beat everything in the game. Like, we have a staple card at 3 that every deck will be siding, that just, if you draw turn 1, you skip your battle phase, main phase, and you just destroy them. It's so ridiculous. But ABC is definitely a good meta call. The fact that they have Destrudo now, their consistency is much higher than it was. Yeah. The next one, Paleo. Paleo's on, like, the shit end of the stick right now. Like, same thing with, we'll talk about the other one in a second. I was going to say it now, but Zaphion, Denko, evenly matched. Like, you just don't get to enjoy playing Paleo right now. I mean, sure, setting 5 is great, and you have your Toad for protection, and I mean, sure, you can steal your opponent's evenly matched. But the point is, like, what does your deck actually do? When I'm looking at the rest of the metagame, I'm like, yeah, Pendulum Magician was just kind of infinitely better than everything, but the deck did lose to a lot of rogue. I mean, Paleo, Draco, Trickster, all these other lower tier decks were getting regional wins. This is honestly what created the good format before evenly matched release. But Paleo, it's a real deck. How well it's going to do, I'm sure it'll get some regional tops. But once again, evenly matched is expensive for a reason. So, there's not much more I can say on Paleo. It's been around for a while. It's going to continue to be good. I mean, card demise makes the deck what it is. It's not a bad medical. Alright, so Draco and Invoked. So, Draco and Invoked both go in the exact same bracket because they either are played together or in some weird-ass off hybrid. It depends on what you want to do with them. Yeah, Masterpiece went from being shit back to being relevant again. Once again, evenly matched just sucks. It's so broken. You know, like, sure, you can roll a Macabre and, you know, pray. I mean, the cool thing about the Invoked engine is it's all self-recovery. If anything doesn't get hurt by evenly matched, it's honestly Alistair, because Alistair will just roll out a Macabre with possibly 1 protection, and your evenly matched value, honestly, just, it's not there. It's not that good. It's one of the cool things about the Draco engine. If you get evenly matched, you can just change in your broken support for, you know, something better. So, you know, being able to trade out when you get evenly matched into like a tribute, or before they would resolve it, because you can't do it in the battle phase, but trade out, do what you need to do. Last thing on the list is Trickstar. Burn 4, burn 4, burn 4, burn 4. The deck that was beating Spiral at Dallas. You know, the rogue hero of the metagame. I know people don't like Trickster Reincarnation. I mean, it had the least amount of play in the last format, because people, when you have a diverse metagame, you don't really know how you want to essentially suit up to deal with your metagame. And Tricksters are, I think they're one of those decks that deal with the most degeneracy in handling things, because the deck is, it's very uninteractive. Hey, congratulations, we have one deck that's still going to play Draw and Lockboard post list. The deck can definitely do what the deck needs to do. How well and consistent will be left seen, but I mean, you got to be aware that it's there. And then last but not least, your rogue picks. You know, Blue Eyes actually showed up at the beginning of last format, topped 1 regional, which was definitely very cool. It was very good, but I mean, Blue Eyes, with the inclusion of Spyrals and evenly matched, just literally destroys Blue Eyes. Dark Magician, Burning Abyss. For some reason, people think Burning Abyss are going to be good because it topped London. I don't see it. I honestly don't. Sure, Dante's still an extremely good card, but when the rest of your metagame is as diverse as this, I think the deck just gets checked, because literally Masterpiece and Dragon Turd will both stop your little resolution of Dante from actually being a threat. I mean, and besides, what does Burning Abyss do to a Dante? Farfa? Cool. I'm probably going to be immune to monster effects 90% of the time anyway. So, case in point of this format, you can play whatever you want to play. There are 2 golden rules here. 1, try to play around evenly matched. Sure, combo established decks will probably be your dominance, and you're probably going to have to play around the game with the intent that your opponent doesn't have the evenly matched. And I don't want to play in a format where that's the case, but I think it's going to be the main issue that people are going to be addressing right now, is when you have such a broken card that exists. There might even be a point where people just don't play it because it's just so shit when you draw it past turn 2. But, you know, it's what's so great about the Yu-Gi-Oh! TCG. Things evolve. So, your unknown variables right now for this format are Magical Musketeer and Spiral. 100%. Pendulum Magician's projected to be your consistent deck right out of the floodgate. ABC Paleo, Invoke Draco, Trickstar, they're going to be there, just kind of doing their thing. And then, of course, everyone's going to be losing to evenly matched, because that card's ridiculous. I hope that card goes to 1 or gets banned in January. But it's going to be a good winter format. Kind of wish it wouldn't have canceled Columbus now. Kind of would have been, well, no. Yeah, the format goes into effect November 5th or 6th. I don't remember. I didn't read the full date, but it's after this weekend. So, pretty good format. Leave a comment down below, Blue Shirt Squad. Tell me what you guys think. Obviously, I don't talk about the more roguish decks in the format, because Tier 4 is Tier 4. That's all I'm going to say. Alright guys, deuces. The ride never ends, guys. Make sure you enable those notifications to get the latest videos that are being posted on this channel. Make sure you guys check out VanCole40 for my Cardfight Vanguard channel. And join me and House of Champions on the Zodiac Duelist TV Twitch stream. We'll be interacting with our audiences. And please check out No Limit Gaming and LGTCG.com for the cheapest trading cards on the market. Thanks for watching, guys, and please have a good day.